very good morning to all my dear students. Students, now in the previous tutorial we have studied about the slave dynasty and Khalji dynasty. Now we will study the expansion of Khalji dynasty, which was done by a very ambitious ruler, Alauddin Khalji. So let's read the chapter.
Expansion of Alauddin's empire. Students, we know that Alauddin was a shrewd administrator. He was an ambitious ruler, a great general. And now he was an ambitious ruler, so he decided to expand his empire. In 1299 AD, Alauddin led his army to Gujarat against Raja Karan Baghel. So now Alauddin wanted to conquer Gujarat also. So he sent his army to Gujarat. His army defeated Baghela and looted the famous Somnath temple and other ports. So what his army done in Gujarat? He defeated Baghela, who was the ruler at that time, and they looted the Somnath temple. Somnath, which is related to God Shiv, and other ports also. Alauddin Khalji bought Hindu slave Malik Kafur for 1000 dinars, who later conquered the Deccan for his master. So from there what he bought? He bought a Hindu slave. And what was the name of that slave? Malik Kafur. And for 1000 dinar. Dinar is a currency and it is a national currency of Kuwait now. He built a city known as Siri in Delhi and also conquered Alai Darwaza near the Qutub Minar. So he not only conquered but he also built a city Siri, which is in Delhi, and constructed one Darwaza, Alai Darwaza, which is near the Qutub Minar. After conquering Gujarat, Alauddin set his army towards the Rajput states. So after conquering Gujarat, where he started his expedition towards the Rajput states. He captured Ranthambore and conquered Chittor and Malwa. After winning the whole of the northern part of India, Alauddin turned towards the south. So when he conquered the whole northern part of India, he moved towards the south. Malik Kafur defeated the Yadavs of Devagiri, the Kakatiyas of Warangal and the Hoysalas of Dwar Samudra from 1306 to 1311 AD. So these were the rulers at that time of South India, and Malik Kafur, who was the slave of Alauddin Khalji, he defeated them. And why he was doing? He was doing for his master. The Deccan expedition brought immense wealth, power and prestige to Alauddin Khalji. So this Deccan expedition here means a long journey which is done for a special purpose. And this Deccan expedition was done by Malik Kafur, and this expedition brought too much wealth for Alauddin Khalji. He did not annex the territories of the Deccan to his empire, but allowed the rulers to rule provided they paid a tribute. Tribute here means gift. He did so because it was difficult to control distant provinces of the south. See what type of strategy took by Malik Kafur, that some provinces were very far. So he was not able to control those provinces. So he said to the rulers, okay, you rule on that provinces, but give us some gift, give us some tribute to us. Thus, for a very brief period, he ruled an empire almost as large as that of Ashoka. Ashoka, which you have studied in class 6, he was also a strong ruler. Yes, so now Alauddin Khalji compared to Emperor Ashoka. Now we will study the Tughlaq dynasty. So students, here we have finished the Khalji dynasty, and now we will study the Tughlaq dynasty. The Tughlaq dynasty was one of the most important dynasties of the Delhi Sultanate. This dynasty ruled for about a century, for 100 years. This dynasty ruled. Ghazi Malik, who assumed the title of Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, was the founder of the Tughlaq dynasty. So who founded the Tughlaq dynasty? Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. Now we will study about Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, who ruled from 1320 AD to 1325 AD. Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq killed Khusro Khan, the last ruler of the Khalji dynasty, and founded the Tughlaq dynasty. So, who was the last ruler of Khalji dynasty after Alauddin Khalji? Khusro Khan. He was killed by Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq and started his dynasty. He reformed judiciary and police departments. Judiciary here means the laws. He framed different types of laws. He reformed them. The land revenue was reduced to 1/10 of the produce. So such a kind ruler he was. He carried out many works of public utility. Like he dug canals, gardens, forts, made forts for the protection of the people. So he looked after his subjects also. He carried out certain military reforms too. Military reforms here means that he made us some kind of reforms, changes in the army. He built a new city of Tughlaqabad near Delhi. Who built Tughlaqabad? Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. Now, lastly, this sultan was killed, and after his death, his son Jauna Khan, who assumed the title of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, became as the ruler of Tughlaq dynasty. Now we will study about Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He ruled from 1325 to 1351 AD. Muhammad bin Tughlaq, he was the most powerful ruler, and Ibn Battuta, who was a Moroccan traveler. Moroccan, it is a city in Africa. Yes, so he came, this Ibn Battuta, he came from Moroccan city and visited during the reign of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, and in his book he written about the achievements of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He written a detailed description of empire which was under Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was a great scholar. Scholar means that he was a person with a vast knowledge, poet and a good orator. Orator means that orator is called a person who is good at making public speeches, means who speaks well in front of the public. So he was a good orator also. Orator. He was liberal in religious outlook, means his policies were very liberal, not very strict towards the religion. His reign is known for many impractical schemes, all of which failed due to his poor judgment and impatient nature. But he was impractical. Impractical means he was not sensible regarding to some policies, and that policies which he framed were impractical and failed. Why? Because of his poor judgment, he was not able to judge properly, and due to his impatient nature also.
So students, today we have studied the expansion of Alauddin Khalji. We have finished two dynasties, Slave dynasty and Khalji dynasty. And we are studying now Tughlaq dynasty. So we have studied about Muhammad bin Tughlaq and Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. Later we will study the rest dynasties in the next tutorial. Till then, read the chapter very carefully. Meet you in the next tutorial. Till then, have a good day.